Hello everyone, this side Chavi, your Pol Science teacher. Beta, we will continue with Indian Constitution at Work, Chapter 4, Executive. This is the second video of this particular chapter of Part 2. In this, we will discuss about the different type of executives. But before I proceed, I request you all do like, share and subscribe this video. So now Beta, we will learn about the different type of executive. In this, we will learn about the three system of government includes the parliamentary, semi-presidential and presidential. First of all, we will start with the explanation of parliamentary system of government. Beta, this system of government is also known as cabinet government, responsible government or Westminster model of government. And this system of parliamentary is prevalent in Japan, Canada, India and Britain and other countries as well. So today we will learn about the different features related with this system of government, and we will learn most of the features with context of India. It will be easy for you to understand. The first point which I have written over here, that in this there is a nominal and real executive. Like in our country, president is the nominal head and he is known as the head of the state, while Prime Minister is the real executive and known as the head of the government. Second point is majority party rule. But in this system, the political party which secures majority seats in the Lok Sabha forms the government, and the leader of the party appointed as Prime Minister by the President of India or of any parliamentary system of government. The third point is political homogeneity. But a political homogeneity basically means when members of the Council of Ministers belong to the same political party and hence they share the same political ideology. And because of this, it remains a political homogeneity among the members. Or even you can say that in case of coalition government, the ministers are bound by the consensus. So this is known as political homogeneity. The next point is system based on the principle of collective leadership. This is basically known as the bedrock principle of parliamentary government. In this, the ministers are collectively responsible to the parliament, and better they act as a team in which they swim and sink together. And lastly, double membership. But a double membership is that in which the ministers are members of both legislature and executive. As I have already explained you that legislature means the ones who make the laws, while executives are the ones who implement the laws. So this is all about parliamentary system of government. So now we will learn about the presidential system of government. Beta, this system is also known as non-responsible, non-parliamentary or fixed executive system of government. And it is basically prevalent in USA, Brazil, Russia, among other. The feature related with this system of government is that the president is the head of the state and head of the government. And you already learned about parliamentary. In that there is a nominal and real executive, so you can easily make the difference. The second point is the president is elected by an electoral college for a fixed tenure, or you can say that directly elected by the people, but it is not same in the parliamentary system of government. The third one is that he can be removed by the impeachment. Impeachment means that 2/3 majority vote of the parliament requires to impeach or remove the president. The next one is that the doctrine of separation of power is the basis of this system. But a doctrine of separation means that under this system, the state government enjoys separate independent powers and responsibilities, so that powers of one branch are not in conflict with those of other branches. The next one is that he is not accountable to legislature. He means the president. And accountability over here means that the one who accepts responsibility for one's action. And these kind of things occur when roles are not clear and people are not held accountable.
And the last one is that the system based on individual leadership. As I have already told you that the president is the head of the state and the head of the government.
Now from this picture, beta, you can make out the difference between the features of parliamentary system and presidential system.
Beta, the third system is the semi-presidential. In this, you will see certain features of the parliamentary system of government and some features of the president form of government or presidential form of government. So, the first one is that under this system, people directly elect the president. In this system, the president is the head of the state and PM is the head of the government. It may happen that both president and prime minister belongs to the same political party or different political parties. But beta, when they belong to different political parties, that is known as cohabitation, and it leads to effective system of checks and balances. You can say that it is a little complex system for voters, but over here the president has wide ranging powers. Prime Minister and his council are responsible to legislature in this. And we can also say that in this system, Prime Minister served as a shield or covered the president from criticism. The best example of semi-presidential system is Sri Lanka. So today we have learned about the three important systems. The one is parliamentary, the second is presidential, and the third one is semi-presidential.
After the completion of the topic, beta, this is the home task for you. In that you have to explain all the three parliamentary, presidential and semi-presidential system of executive. Please do this work in your register. Have a nice day everyone. Stay safe and thanks for watching this video.